What color's blood? What color's blood? Blood's red.
Red.
When you're eating chocolates in company, do you offer them round? When you're eating chocolates in company, do you offer them round? Yes. When I am eating chocolates in company, I offer them round. If I offer you £1,000,000, will you take it? If I offer you £1,000,000, will you take it? Yes or no?
No.
If you offer me £1,000,000, I won't take it. What's the opposite of life? What's the opposite of life? The opposite of life is death. Do you think life is more pleasant for children or adults? Do you think life is more pleasant for children or adults? I think life is more pleasant for children. Do you think life is harder these days than it was in the past? Do you think life is harder these days than it was in the past? Yes or no?
No,
I don't think life is harder these days than it was in the past. I think it's easier.
I think it's easier.
In your country, what color do you use for death? In your country, what color do you use for death? In my country, we use black for death. Is death a pleasant subject to speak about? Is death a pleasant subject to speak about? No, death isn't a pleasant subject to speak about. What do doctors suggest doing for a healthy life? What do doctors suggest doing for a healthy life? Doctors suggest eating healthy food and getting lots of fresh air, lots of fresh air, and exercise for a healthy life. Where do you suggest she goes for her holiday next year? Where do you suggest she goes for her holiday next year? I suggest she goes to the United States of America next year. Tomorrow I'll buy a new shirt. What color do you suggest I buy? Tomorrow I'll buy a new shirt. What color do you suggest I buy? I suggest you buy a black shirt. Okay, if she wants to see a film tonight, which film do you suggest she sees? If she wants to see a film tonight, which film do you suggest she sees? If she wants to see a film tonight, I suggest she sees a comedy. Good. What do you suggest I do this weekend? What do you suggest I do this weekend? I suggest you rest this weekend. What time will you go to bed tonight? What time will you go to bed tonight? I'll go to bed at 10 tonight. Okay. What will you do before going to bed? What will you do before going to bed? I'll watch TV, read, go to the cinema, etc. before going to bed tonight. Are you tired at the moment? Are you tired at the moment? Yes or no? No, I'm not tired at the moment. What do you do when you feel tired? What do you do when you feel tired? I rest when I feel tired. Of studying. Are you tired of studying? No, I am not tired of studying. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're turning round. If you turn round, what will you see? If you turn round, what will you see? If I turn round, I'll see the door. Can you turn completely round without standing up? Can you turn completely round without standing up? No, I can't turn completely round without standing up. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're turning over the page in your book. What's the past of get? What's the past of get? The past of get is got. Future tense.
Future tense.
Future tense.
Future tense.
Will plus infinitive with to.
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 I will eat.
I will eat.
I'll eat.
I'll eat.
So here we use a contraction. You will eat.
You will eat.
You'll eat.
You'll eat.
He will eat.
He will eat.
He'll eat.
He'll eat.
She will eat.
She will eat.
She'll eat.
She'll eat.
It will eat.
It will eat.
It'll eat.
It'll eat.
We will eat.
We will eat.
We'll eat.
We'll eat.
You will eat.
You will eat.
You'll eat.
You'll eat.
They will eat.
They will eat.
They'll eat.
They'll eat.
So we form the future tense with the word will and the infinitive without to. The future of I go is I will go. The future of you go is you will go. The complete future tense of the verb to go is I will go, you will go, he will go, she will go, it will go, they will go, etc. What's the future of I go? What's the future of I go? The future of I go is I will go. What's the future of you go? What's the future of you go? The future of you go is you will go. What's the complete future of the verb to go? What's the complete future of the verb to go? The complete future of the verb to go is I will go, you will go, etc. The contraction of I will is I'll. The contraction of you will is you'll. The contraction of he will is he'll. What's the contraction of I will? What's the contraction of I will? The contraction of I will is I'll. What's the contraction of you will? What's the contraction of you will? The contraction of you will is you'll. What are the contractions of he will, she will, etc.? What are the contractions of he will, she will, etc.? The contractions of he will, she will, etc. are he'll, she'll, etc. In 3 months' time.
In 3 months' time.
In 3 months' time.
In 3 months' time.
The opposite of 3 months ago is in 3 months' time. I'll be here next week. You will leave the classroom at 1 p.m. today. I'll go home after the lesson. I'll be in Ukraine in 6 months' time. You'll be here next lesson. It will rain next year. We'll be here in 3 weeks' time. They'll speak English during the next lesson. What's the opposite of 3 months ago? What's the opposite of 3 months ago? The opposite of 3 months ago is in 3 months' time. Will I be here next lesson? Will I be here next lesson? Yes, you'll be here next lesson. What time will I leave the classroom today? What time will I leave the classroom today? You'll leave the classroom at 1 p.m. today. Will you go home after the lesson? Will you go home after the lesson? Yes, I'll go home after the lesson. Thank you. Where will you be in 6 months' time? Where will you be in 6 months' time? I'll be in Ukraine in 6 months' time. Will he be here next lesson? Will he be here next lesson? Yes, he'll be here next lesson. Will it rain next year? Will it rain next year? Yes, it will rain next year. Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Yes, we'll be here.
Yes, we will be here.
Not we will be here. We'll be here in 3 weeks' time. Will they speak English during the next lesson? Will they speak English during the next lesson? Yes, they'll speak English during the next lesson.
Send, card, postcard, go on holiday, camera, photo, take a photo. Do you send cards to your friends at Christmas time? Yes, I send cards to my friends at Christmas time. No, I don't send cards to my friends at Christmas time. Do you send postcards to your friends and family when you go on holiday? Yes, I send postcards to my friends and family when I go on holiday. No, I don't send postcards to my friends and family when I go on holiday. When you go on holiday, do you take photos with the camera or with your phone? When I go on holiday, I take photos with phone. Receive, reply, email, text, contact, message, letter. What's the opposite of send? The opposite of send is receive. Do you receive more letters than emails? No, I don't receive more letters than emails. I receive fewer letters than emails.
Bring, take. The difference between bring and take is that bring means carry here, whereas take means carry there. When you come to school, you bring your book with you. When you go home after the lesson, you take your book with you. What's the difference between bring and take? The difference between bring and take is that bring means carry here, whereas take means carry there. Bring your book to me, please. What are you doing? I bring my book to you. Take your book to here, please. To her, please. What are you doing? I'm taking my book to her. Give me a sentence with bring in it, please. I bring my bag to the lesson with me. Give me a sentence with take in it. I take my bag home with me after the lesson.
Can you hear any voices in the next room? Yes, I can hear some voices in the next room. Did. The past tense of the verb to do is did. What's the past tense of the verb to do? The past tense of the verb to do is did. Form regular how. Did you walk a lot yesterday? Yes, I walked a lot yesterday. No, I didn't walk a lot yesterday. We form the past tense of regular verbs by putting the letters ed at the end. For example, walk, walked, talk, talked, work, worked, live, lived, etc. We say I generally walk a lot. I walked a lot yesterday. How do we form the past tense of regular verbs? We form the past tense of regular verbs by putting the letters ed at the end. Give me an example, please. For example, walk, walked. I generally walk to school. I walked to school yesterday. Did you watch television last week? Yes, I watched television last week. Did you walk to school yesterday? Yes, I walked to school yesterday.
Are you very good at art? Are you very good at art? No, I'm not very good at art. Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Was Picasso a writer or an artist? Picasso was an artist. Do you always feel in good health? Do you always feel in good health? No, I don't always feel in good health. Do you feel bad if you eat too much? Do you feel bad if you eat too much? No, I don't feel bad if I eat too much. Sorry, yes. I feel bad. It depends.
What's the future of I go? What's the future of I go? The future of I go is I will go. What's the future of you go? What's the future of you go?
The future of you go is you will go.
What's the complete future of the verb to go? What's the complete future of the verb to go? The complete future of the verb to go is I will go, you will go, etc. What's the contraction of I will? What's the contraction of I will? The contraction of I will is I'll. What's the contraction of you will? What's the contraction of you will? The contraction of you will is I'll.
Sorry. Я сижу такая.
I'm so sorry.
Rain.
It will rain next year.
Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Will we be here in 3 weeks' time? Yes, we'll be here in 3 weeks' time. Will they speak English during the next lesson? Will they speak English during the next lesson? Yes, they'll speak English during the next lesson.